What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Put It in the Book show. I am Steve. I got my good buddies over here. Keith down here.
We got Rodriguez over here.
Rodriguez over here. Good stuff. So we're back here for another week. We typically talk a lot of Mets baseball, and we do a little bit of a break in here. We don't have Producer Joe today. Producer Joe is on his annual vacation, basking in the glory of, and I don't, and this is not me throwing in your face, Terzio, but congratulations to Joe and Kat Mulvihill, celebrating 32 years of marriage. 32.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
That's only 8 years less than I've been alive.
No, I'm not even that old yet.
Hilda, how's it going, Hilda? Let's talk real quick about how the last week of our lives have gone. Non-baseball related.
None of your business. None of your business.
Mind your business. Keith, share your business.
Is that fair? I guess it was Rodriguez because I just heard Rodriguez go like this.
No,
I saw him do that. Everything's been good, Mets baseball is keeping my life happy inside of Sportsland, but we were talking before, my dog got a little sick yesterday and dealing with that kind of stuff. Family's healthy, for the most part, so everything's been as good as it can be, I guess.
There he is. Was that Roogs?
No, Ruger's downstairs.
No, okay. It wasn't Roogs. All right, Rodriguez.
Barks. It's hurting him, so he hasn't been barking as much the last couple of days.
So I hope for his sake, I hope there's not a lot of exciting moments in the game tonight. I know he gets riled up when you get riled up.
Yes, he does. I might have to send him upstairs to the bedroom.
Terzio said he had 19 years. Joe's got you, 32. He's on assignment, as they say. Rodriguez, how about yourself?
I don't know. It's going to be one of those days, apparently. I'm going to have to stand up in a few minutes and talk to someone
Okay.
and advise them of their current situation and let them know that, hey, please stop or your current situation is going to change.
Oh.
But otherwise, we're doing great, man. I'm doing great. Feeling good. Getting a little bit of exercise. Trying to get in better shape again. Lose the COVID-19 that I gained.
The COVID weight. Is that's what it's called, right? The COVID weight.
Yeah, the COVID weight. And pretty much it was 19 pounds ago. So we got to get back there again.
There you go. Hilda, we appreciate you.
Oh, my cousin Hilda.
Yeah, she's sharing out to multiple people. I think Hilda's watched a few different shows on the network.
She says she watches all the time.
Yeah, very good, very good. We appreciate that support. We need it.
We do.
All right, myself. What are you gonna do? Complaining does nothing. But on a separate note, I do want to say happy birthday to my sister up in Jersey.
Ooh,
the big 5-0.
Oh my goodness.
The big 5-0.
Wow. Give it up.
Happy birthday to your sister's ass.
Kill yourself now. It's nothing but downhill.
Sorry, I had to do it, bro.
Steady.
No, that made sense there, Keith. All right, so let's get this party started here, and let's put it in the books.
Put it in the books!
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Put in the Book show. This is season 4, episode number 11. Wow, we're already up to number 11 of
Wayne Garrett.
4. A little Wayne Garrett in there.
Tim Tuffle.
Timmy Tuffle. Good names.
Tuffle.
Kevin Pala.
Yeah.
Kevin
Pala.
Pala.
All right.
He doesn't get mentioned just yet, all right? It's
Oh,
only been 2 months.
Not even with the ball to the face?
No.
Him
Give me
coming
the
back?
whole- no. Come on.
All right, fine.
Finish the
Wait,
year. Then you
you got
get a
balls.
mention.
You got balls where, Farace?
He got
He's
balls to
got
the
balls.
face.
Farace
On his chin?
Did you say he want balls right there?
That's what I thought.
All right,
Terrible
lots to talk
thing to
about
say on
today.
the air.
We're coming up off a couple of supposed to be a couple of full series, but we got a series and a third since the last time out. We have another injury. We got a couple of people back. That's helping out a lot. And then we got a big. I say big, and it's pretty big. It's our
Big one. The
it's
big
our
I'm talking
it's
about
our
Don
first
Smith
real.
now.
It's our first real test of the
Only
year.
you talking about Don Smith, Dom. You weirdo.
That's a Joe comment. It's a Joe
Dom,
reference.
With
Dom.
the Padres series that starts tonight. But before we get to the Mets, let's get to this fellow over here to my left or your right, depending on which way you're watching, and talk about Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters.
I'm having some issues with StreamYard. I figured I'll start.
You gonna be okay
with that? I don't know. I could cry, or maybe I'll just sulk and drop my tears into a delicious cup of Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters.com.
Wow.
It'll take any tear away
That's
from
a
any
reach.
face.
we'll take tears away.
BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com.
Okay, that's a nice try.
From their roaster to your front door, only the finest beans are selected and ball bags for Farace's chin. And they have some delicious flavors out there. And it's not new anymore because I think this is like a month and a half I've been mentioning it. But now you can add 50% more caffeine to any bag of coffee. So any flavor
50%.
or non-flavored coffee, 50% more caffeine per cup. So you need a little extra boost in the morning. Boom! 2 cups equal 3. Like that math there. 1.5 plus 1.5. Pretty good, right? Speaking of math, you can also order some coffee called Dark Roast Dark Chocolate. And what's the math on the calories for that one, Farace?
Settle!
See? And 0 plus 0 equals what?
Settle!
So if you have 2 cups of 0, you have 0 calories in your coffee.
Settle!
And it's a dark roast, dark chocolatey, delicious flavored coffee. No, it does. 0 and 0, 0. Still 2 numbers.
At least 1 calorie.
It could be half a calorie. It could be 0.8. And technically, according to the FDA, they can record it as 0. But still, if it's 2, it does nothing for you.
You're a liar, Farace.
Or to you. Yeah. www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. From their roaster to your front door. Only the most delicious coffee is brewed 24 hours before sending it out to you. Excuse me, roasted 24 hours before sending it out to you. So you order a bag now. They'll wait, and once they roast it, they'll guarantee it ships to you within 24 hours of that roast date. So you only get the freshest, most delicious coffee available. There's a ton of delicious flavors out there. If you're not into the whole flavor thing, that's cool. They got medium, light, and dark roasted coffee.
I don't know what to do.
One of my favorite coffees is, of course, Morning Wood, which is what Farace gives me every time he has that Gatorade. Ooh, look at that. It's Morning Wood is delicious. The Drunken Pig is
you just hurt Rodriguez's soul right there.
I know. I am totally off my game today, but I'm just going with it, guys. Excuse me. Drunken Pig is a maple bacon whiskey flavored coffee. Delicious. Do it.
Delicious.
www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. From the roastery to your front door. Remember, they're going to ship it to you guaranteed within 24 hours of its roast date. And if you act at some point, you can use the code POPCULTUREPROS and you'll get your 3rd bag free. But you got to buy 2, so don't be cheap. Do it now.
Oh my
Do
God.
it.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
All right, and just one thing to add to that. Tomorrow, if you're in South Florida, tomorrow between 8 a.m. and noon, they're going to be offering $2 off every bag between 8 and noon tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. I keep on thinking today's Friday. I wish. It's up, divide line. It's Saturday. From Saturday morning between 8 a.m. and noon, they're going to be offering $2 off every bag that you buy. And they are located at 14451 South Military Trail. That's up in Delray, 33484. Again, 14451 South Military Trail. So order some now, save some bucks, and then head up there and save some more bucks.
You said $2
All right.
off?
$2 off.
Oh man, I'll be back. Hold on.
He was out. His tires screeching and everything. Look at that. Very good. Let's catch up on the comments real quick. Terzio says, "How come JD Davis still is injured? Mets medical people not diagnosing these guys right? Random name or not has nerve problems. That's not good." Keith said the other night. Yeah, the nerve issue is Mr. Nimmo. That's been our concern also. And JD Davis took, remember JD took he had to go back to New York to get reevaluated on the wrist, and they did a couple other different things. Maybe with like Pete, I know we kind of sort of made fun of it a little bit, but Pete with that the electric stimulation on his wrist, I think that's what they wound up doing for JD, and so that's why it's taking a little bit longer, I think, for JD. Hilda says, "Happy birthday to my sister. Appreciate that." Terzio, roasted coffee. How's the new coffee? I'll just call guys trying to get over the ex-wife. My favorite morning wood without the ex-wife. Very good. Saturday, you will be in Florida, Terzio. Is that what? You are going to. So you need to visit Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters, and you need to visit our other promo partner that we'll talk about in a little bit. So, diving into the Mets stuff here, Rodriguez will catch up. But there are a few things that I wanted to just bring up outside of our normal topics that I just saw. Starting next weekend, next homestand, actually, the capacity goes to 78% at Citi Field, which is a total of just about 34,000 people. They're going to be opening up concession stands. So it's going to look pretty normal at Citi Field starting next weekend.
I didn't read much on this. Are they doing kind of like what they did at the Garden, where you need to get tested?
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a protocol around that. I'm sure they're not just going to do the honor system. Well, at least I
well, they have the vaccinated sections. I don't know if they're expanding those or what they're.
Because in the Garden, the last game, let's not speak about the game itself, though, but they did the whole game, the whole stadium, the whole place.
Arena.
The whole joint. I mean, I used to only work right down the block from there for years. But they did the whole joint was vaccinated people, right? And you had to...
Yeah. This final game that the Knicks played, it had to be vaccinated. The Jerry Kuzman jersey retirement ceremony is now officially on for August 28th.
Thank God.
And by then it's full capacity. I believe full capacity starts on July 4th weekend or thereabouts. Here's an interesting one that we can talk to our counterparts across town with the Skanks. Garrett Cole today gave up 5 earned runs, and there is always the comparison of Garrett Cole and Jacob deGrom with the Yankee fans. He gave up, like I said, 5 earned runs today, and Jacob deGrom has given up 4 earned runs all season. So let's put that to rest a little bit. Garrett Cole's cool and all, but it's Jacob deGrom. You watch this guy every now and then, and you'll see what's going on. 4 earned runs in 2 months. And then the last piece is obviously Lindor, and the rest of the guys are starting to get going. Lindor is hitting 391 over his last 5 games. McCann is hitting over 500 in his last 5 games as well. So that's
Dominic Smith.
Dom Smith is sizzling hot now. So that let's start there. We had the one game again. We wound up with a 1-game sweep over the Braves over the weekend, as I like to call it. And then you take 2 out of 3. Then you take 2 out of 3 from Arizona. The middle game certainly disappointing to lose that. But there's altercations going on, fights potentially breaking out. But even after that 3rd game, the name of the game is to win series. We talk about it almost every week. We say it on the show. So even though that middle game was a little bit disappointing, we move on. We take the 3rd game thanks to a nice first inning and some very good bullpen work from the Mets yesterday. and you take the series. Now we move to a more difficult series, but we'll get to that. But what are you guys thinking about this hitting? The recovery of the hitters. It's Lindor, it's McCann, it's Pete coming back. Which, by the way, Pete is helping out Lindor, batting right behind him, like we kind of said. McCann and Dom and just all these guys are hitting. And then Rodriguez, when you comment, I also want you to talk about what's happening in Nido at the same time Lindor is starting to heat up and continue that
why
connection.
do I have to comment on the obvious? Doesn't the rest of the world see? I know you guys see it because I see it. The second that Lindor starts creeping up, getting his average up, and start hitting home runs, stealing bases, and doing all these great offensive things, what's happened to what's his name? Nido, the other Puerto Rican, the Chupacabra, the succubus. He's been sucking Lindor's energy all this time. Finally, Lindor's greatness is so great that he has more energy than Nido can handle. So what happens to Nido? He starts floundering again, becoming normal. Now the world seems a little better, doesn't it, people? Think about it. You guys know the world makes more sense now. Nido and Lindor. That's how it should be as far as offensive prowess goes. The polar bear is concentrating again. He's trying to hit the ball where it is. He's not trying to make the ball do what he wants it to do. Wherever the ball is, he goes and he gets it, and he went down the other day, got that game-winning RBI.
The change up.
That was a fantastic at bat. Okay, he should not have hit that ball by any rights, but he went down, went with the pitch, hit it hard, and something good happened. Dom Smith,
and
that Olay stuff that Dom Smith is doing.
Fred McGriff.
That's ridiculous. He stopped that nonsense now, and he's hitting the ball. Driving the ball again. Keeping his foot down, driving that ball into the gaps, and he's starting to hit for power again and raising his average. Same thing. I mean, go ahead, Keith.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump in on you. I was just gonna kind of piggyback on what you're saying. And the biggest thing I'm noticing between the big guys is their ability to hit off speed and moving pitches. And what I mean by moving, I mean non-fastball pitches, because fastballs move too, but change-ups, curveballs, things like that. The ability to hit it for those big guys it just wasn't there in the beginning of the season.
They seem more informed. If you watch their at-bats, how are you going to let 3 fastballs go by? 90, 91 mile per hour fastballs, and then you can't hit them when they throw them right down the middle? That means you don't know what's coming, because those are hittable pitches.
Most hitters should not always sit on a pitch, right? You should recognize a pitch. Sometimes you'll sit on a pitch because, all right, the sucker's going to throw me a fastball 3-2, depending on the pitcher, of course. But, you should recognize
not
the
in the majors.
Sitting on it. Yeah, right.
You have to know the pitcher. You have to be well coached.
One of the things I always loved about Pete is his ability to hit it out of the park on any pitch. So he kind of fell away from that a little bit, and he's coming back. Pete's super talented. So is Lindor. I was reading some stupid article that he's on a 3-year slide and it's only going to get worse. Stop it. Last year don't count, first of all. 2019, he wasn't up to par, but he still hit, 32 home runs? I mean, come on, Jesus. You're going to say he's falling off at 32 home runs? I'll take that fall off for the next 10 years all day.
He's 28 years old.
Jeez, thank you.
Watch
he's falling off. He only hit 32 home runs 8 years in a row. Thanks.
Watch how good that guy's going to look.
And Dom Smith is a hitter.
Cylinders, man. That guy's amazing.
For whatever reason, they were all struggling. It was contagious, like COVID, and they decided to shake it, or they're shaking it together. It happens on baseball teams. You'll see guys slump together. Guys slump together.
Oh, okay, that's better.
You see it a lot.
Slumps are contagious, and so is good hitting. And that's what happens.
So it's good hitting.
But I was just throwing COVID out there just to remind everybody that's still alive and it's still contagious. So don't be cavalier. But yeah, it's just it's contagious. Slumps are contagious.
Producer Joe would definitely compliment you on the use of the word cavalier there.
Yeah, I did. Another ode to Producer Joe today.
I know. The guy's on vacation. Leave him alone.
I know. I am leaving him alone. I'm giving him compliments. I'm happy for him. He's on vacation. Good for him. He deserves it.
You're going to say something to agitate him, and he's going to call it.
I can do that, but I'll leave him alone. He's.
But let's do that.
You don't know what to. You could not say anything to agitate him. What could you possibly say?
I'd have to do it off air.
Oh, so now you're a chicken. Now you can't say anything to him.
No, It's out of respect.
man.
Oh,
man.
your
Oh,
mother wears
damn.
what? Combat boots? Oh,
You heard what
take that?
he said to
Your
you.
mother wears combat boots in the
You
ring.
take that? Yo, my mother's dead, so she ain't wearing no boots. Why you say that?
Not your mother.
Not
You were
the other
saying that
guy's
to
mother.
Joe's mother.
No, because out
No,
of
not
respect
Joe's
for
mother.
Joe,
I like Joe's mother.
I'll insult Joe in private, but not in public.
So, here's this is over the last seven days. So the Mets are third in. This is in Major League Baseball. It's not the National League, not the National League East. This is in Major League Baseball.
Not a turd, but
Turd.
third.
Joe's
Third
on
in
assignment.
third in baseball at hitting 318. Two teams ahead of them are the Royals at 320 and the Blue Jays at 325. Everybody else is 283 and below. They are second during
when,
that span in the last 7 days.
7 days, okay.
They are second in baseball in on-base percentage in the same time frame. They are second in slugging in baseball during the same time frame, and they're fourth in RBIs. They're just clicking now. They're near the bottom of the list when it comes to strikeouts. Number of strikeouts. So it's just
coming.
it just keeps on coming. And when you combine that with the already very proficient defense, pitching,
We lost the
Rodriguez-
big guy, though. We lost Villar for that defense.
we did lose Villar.
He was huge on that playing third base. man.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was
But the good
big
news,
loss.
on that is that Guillorme starts a rehab assignment tonight. So
So
at least we'll have a
third.
I think Peraza moved to third the other day when
Okay.
VR came out.
Ross has been pretty slick with the gloves, so okay, we'll
Yeah.
see how he does out there.
Or one of the guys they brought up, I think, was it Drury or Whittaker or whatever the heck his name is?
Drury, what?
Whittahopper.
Oh! There is a Drury.
Gaylord
who,
Fokker?
That's where I went. Gaylord. But yeah, who
One of the white boys they
I-
brought up as a third
I can't-
fielder, a third baseman.
I can't think of because they're not Blankenhorn.
Blankenhorn. That's the same
Travis-
thing. That's what I said.
I don't think that's what you said. You said Drury.
Huh?
You said Drury, and then
Are you calling yourself a liar?
something happened, and Keith is on mute.
He said
think
Drury
not.
and Gaylord Fokker. Drury's an outfielder.
I did not say Gaylord Fokker. You said Gaylord Fokker.
I did.
Harry
actually.
Eisenstein, he liked us enough last week to come back this week. We appreciate it.
Harry
Guillorme will
Einstein.
not
Oh,
steal a base
Einstein.
like VR.
He will not, but he'll play
True.
some serious
I-
defense at third.
Okay, just real quick, and I know we commented
Yeah.
it in our chat. Villar VR. I love his hustle, but it gives me a heart attack sometimes.
Is he on mute again?
No,
Yeah.
me? No.
I'm-
Cornet, didn't I say Blankenhorn?
Yeah, you said
Or did you
Blankenhorn
type
later.
it? Okay. Guillorme won't steal us a base, but on the flip side of that, he won't get picked off a third base or first base.
Yep.
In,
I love VR's hustle, but it
situation.
makes
No,
me
I
wanna,
Well,
I like the
sometimes.
aggressiveness because we
I love
haven't
it,
had
but-
that, so that's
No.
why I don't complain about it. But I do like the aggressiveness.
But it
and-
does make me cringe. Like that stretch to a double last night was
That's-
beautiful, and at the same time, all the way till he was safe, I was like this.
yeah, but guess what? They have to make perfect throws. I mean, they're major leaguers and they do really good throws most of the time and good plays, but put the pressure on them. Put the pressure on them. We have enough offense now that is starting to click for something like that not to make it a game losing play, Something like that should not make us lose a game with the offense we have.
Yeah, exactly. But previous to that, the Marlins won that. That's the only one. He got picked off third base. But I love the aggressive. In years past, we'll be like, oh, send him, and we try to
And
get something
aggressiveness, you're gonna get those plays like in
Yeah.
when they play the Marlins. But
Absolutely.
that's why,
I know, but-
like you said, I love it, and it makes me cringe all at once. So I don't complain about it. But it's like, "Argh!"
And then
That's true.
to
That's true.
both of you, kind of both of your
100%.
point here. The other thing that you got to worry about now with those close plays is the replay. They're slowing it down. His pinky came off the base. He's out. And let's talk about that for a second because on the broadcast last week, I think it was, Ron got really annoyed that somebody, I don't remember who it was, what play it was, but he got really annoyed at one of those plays where during the slide and on a replay, the guy came off the base a little bit and he was out. And in my mind, it's whatever you got to do to make sure the call is right. He said, "Oh, big deal. He came off the base for a half a second." But don't for any game, don't you want to get the call right, no matter if it was a half a second or if he was out by a mile?
You were taught from birth of playing baseball. You keep the tag on the guy until the play's over.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, you keep that tag on that guy. Why? For just such an occasion. And now with instant replay, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's sorry, Ron. You're a pitcher your whole life now. You know better. You were a shortstop.
He would want it.
You shouldn't say that stupidness. That's a stupid.
Yeah, I would think as a pitcher, you want that to happen because that'll get you out of a situation.
That's why I loved if you see Lindor on close plays.
Always.
He keeps his glove on the bottom. He'll like he's gonna walk away, but he really doesn't. He has so much fun playing the game. He's really a joy to watch in the field. At the plate, not until recently, but in general, he's really a joy to watch.
Yeah, man, he plays great defense. He's always yapping. He's keeping everybody up. He's leading the team. We have a good player, guys.
Punching McNeil in the face.
You said what? Next time, don't take my play.
Just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
Not my nut.
That my nut.
Said boom.
But yeah, no. Kidding aside, but his leadership and he's so much fun to watch. And if you watch now, he's leveling that bat and he's driving the ball more. He's getting less ground balls and less infield pops. If he can continue doing that, he is going to be so much fun to watch for the rest of the year.
It's 100 games left, right?
I know I just kind of went off, but I had to say that because it's 112 games left or so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for us,
so 112 games of an on-fire Lindor. Ride him into the playoffs, man.
Yeah,
For real.
I mean, I have confidence that he's going to be.
I love his defense as much as his offense. When he hits, it's great, but his defense is stellar. Always on point, man. The guy's always trying super hard.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at the play.
We talk about this every day. Yep. Yes, the play. Yeah, exactly. The play with Lugo, and he's never and. They talk about all the time on the broadcast is even if the catcher doesn't come out to the pitcher or the pitching coach doesn't come out to the pitcher, Lindor will take it upon himself and say, "All right, guys, huddle up. Right. Let's talk about what's going on. How do we pitch this guy? Do we go on the third or second or third sign? He takes control out there, like we haven't seen in since David Wright. David Wright used to do that too.
Cornet's obviously also a big Lindor fan. Hey, Cornet.
Yeah, Cornet, look, on all the other Facebook groups, the guy's getting killed all year, and we've watched Lindor. We know Lindor, and we know what he can do, and he's in a new league, new city.
Listen, man, I'm a Met fan. It's frustrating, but I know what he is. I'm not going to kill him, but of course, it's frustrating, but get over it.
He's a really good player. He's a good player.
Keith loves when Lindor pops up to the infield.
The pop-ups are driving me crazy. I'm a Met fan. Why would they not drive me crazy? You're not a Met fan if they're not driving you crazy. Okay. But I have never said the guy sucks or he's this.
No.
He's a joy to watch, and he's a super talented. He's going to get through it. But the pop-ups have been driving me crazy for the first couple months of the baseball season. Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Bro. That uppercut, that terrible uppercut thing they're teaching.
But he's leveling that bat now, and it's looking much better.
Since somebody brought up the lineup for tonight, let's hit that really quickly here.
Hit it.
Pete Alonso is not in the lineup tonight, so it's Pilar in left field. I know. I'm looking through to see if there's any responses on why he's not. He's just talking about a day off, but Pilar in left field, Lindor at shortstop, McCann red hot. Just red hot. Three straight guys: Lindor, McCann, and Don Smith. McKinney has played. I don't know about you guys, but he's played some great defense out there in right field, and I'm enjoying that. And he can turn on one also. Brandon Drury plays third.
Some pop.
He's got pop. These guys who think somebody brought it up. Much better than Keith's boy, who Cameron Maben, who left us with a hit. He left us with a hit. He
Poor guy. I mean, he was likable. At the end, you like him, but he's like, poor.
Hey, but he
guy.
had more hits in a month or so than Keith's other boy did for on the contract for 2 years.
And he made and he made what, like $9 million less.
Maybe it was that cute loser that finally pulled through and we dumped him.
Is that it?
Okay.
Mason Williams in center field. Peraza is at second base with Drury at third, and then
that kid Mason Williams. That kid played really good ball in the minors. He was hitting like 360, 370, right?
I don't know his stats, but he was doing
he was balling in the minors. He was doing really well. That's why they brought him up, give him a chance. He has some major league experience, but let's see what he does while we are waiting for Nemo to show up.
I am a little confused as why Alonso is not playing.
It's best they do that, Keith. These guys are soft. I'm gonna say it. The guy cries when his hitting coach gets fired. These guys are soft. They need to take a break every once in a while. Okay? That softness needs to sit on the bench and percolate. Maybe he'll call his mom and complain or cry about it. Come on, man, give me a break. But for real, he just came back off an injury. He's been playing really well. It's okay to give him a rest and let other guys play. We need him for the whole year, not just this series.
I have a feeling if it's a close game, pinch hit situation,
he's gonna pinch
you will see the big guy come up.
Sure.
Yeah, you'll probably see McKinney or one of the other guys come out and an outfield switch around and Pete stay in.
But Dom Smith is in.
Right, so Smith would move to left and anyway.
Well, didn't they keep Dom Smith at first?
Yeah, he's at
right now he's at first, but I'm saying if they were to bring him in a close situation, I would think that they would do some kind of defensive switch. Yeah, double switch. Pete and left. Dom and left. Pete at first. Because it's a close game, you're not going to want a one and done with Pete's bat.
Depends if it's a ninth inning, man, first and second. 2 outs. You put in Pete, and then you let him play that ninth inning, right?
But that's up to Luis Rojas, the terrible manager that we have.
Keith. You've said it all along. The guy's the worst manager ever, man. To keep us in first place with 17 guys on the injured list,
horrible.
And to steady hand and not let things bother him. What a piece of garbage this guy is.
First year in a job, COVID, short spring training, 16 season
in New York.
The most injuries in the history of the team in one season, and he's still in first. Terrible. He's garbage.
He should be fired.
Him as soon as he gets back home.
Harry says, "What's Pete's average against Darvish? Pete against you, Darvish is a career 143 hitter.
Dude, look at that.
But it can't have had. And how many at bats? There can't be that many.
11 at bats.
Yeah, but look at the pitchers we're facing against these guys: Darvish, Snell, and who's the other guy?
I hate the Padres. They're nasty.
The guy that's on your fantasy team is Paddock. Paddock is pitching. No, Melanson, who threw the no hitter earlier this year, is also.
No,
pitching.
that's a reliever.
Not
that's
Melanson.
The closer.
Musgrove from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Musgrove from Pittsburgh. Look at the staff we're facing. If we get
and then your boy Paddock.
Yeah, but Paddock. Why it's got to be my boy?
He's on your fantasy team.
I'm just sucking the wins out of him, and then
okay.
I discard him.
So you are the Nito. You are
the
his
Chupacabra
Nito
of the fantasy league. That way, I can at least win one more game. I've only won one, so don't be mad at me.
Dom. Yeah. Look. Some of these are going to work. He's also probably made decisions that some people don't agree with that worked, and then he doesn't get the credit for it. Yeah, like the other night, I would have liked to have seen Lugo come out with May struggling and pitching now third straight day. It didn't happen, but guess what? We won the series. We're 4.5 games up on whoever's in second place. I don't even care.
As New Yorkers, we have this terrible habit of scrutinizing every single little tiny decision and then holding that one decision that wasn't right as the go-to
over the guy's head
factor
forever.
And holding it over his head forever. It's ridiculous. The guy makes hundreds of decisions a game, and every once in a while, one's going to be wrong. and it's not fair to hold it over his head. It's more fair to look at the big picture, and he's
First
done an
place.
amazing job through a ton of adversity, and we're in first place.
17.
First
So,
place, baby.
17.
yes, and
17.
truthfully, you leave somebody in, you take somebody out, you put somebody in, whatever it may be, it's up to the player at that point. Okay, so you can, and now if he took somebody who has a 15 ERA and put him in a 1-run game lead with the bases loaded, okay, maybe that's a bad decision, but that's not what's happened. Okay, so just stop. Rojas for president.
You mean like when Callaway was sending Rojas every ninth inning, gives up 15 ninth inning home runs, and just sends him back out
You
there?
mean Diaz?
Who did I say? Rojas?
Rojas, yeah.
Rojas put out Callaway to Rojas. Sorry.
Yeah, Callaway.
Right.
Well, anyway, right. Callaway did make a lot of.
Yeah, that's why he's
Rojas,
gone and
Rojas is
banned from
we're,
baseball.
We're better where we are. We have a great manager, and a guy will grow with the team. End of discussion. Thank you.
All right,
He can wear his little short shorts in jail.
Yes. His Spanx.
He can wear his
His Spanx and his sledgehammer. Well, both his sledgehammers.
You notice he took a picture like this, right?
Wow.
All right. It's All-Star ballot time. We didn't have this last year, so it's like we'll have an All-Star game this year. We'll do something really quick here. We'll go through the ballot. We'll chuck a ballot through, and then the next 4 days I'm just gonna pick Mets. But here's how it's gonna work this year. You can vote 5 times a day every 24 hours. Oh, so I can vote 4 more times tonight. Okay. This round, so there's 2 rounds now. This round ends June 24th at 3:59. And then after that, 4 days later, round 2 starts, and that goes from June 28th to July 1st, and we'll have the top 3 at each position.
Let's send Pilar.
Should we do Pilar? Let's all right.
Let's do write-in votes with Bartolo Colon.
Let's make the impossible happen.
The impossible has happened
again.
All right, so let me get to this, and let's go through. Nope, I'm not sharing it. Boom, real quick. All right, so we'll start off with the American League on the left-hand side, and I don't think that there's a more obvious choice than Vlad Guerrero. I don't know if you guys agree with me there. He's 335, 17 home runs, 45 RBIs.
Yes.
My heart says Trey Mancini, who just came back from cancer, who's batting 284, 11 home runs, and 44 RBIs. But
I got him. He's on my team.
I picked him up, and then I dropped him.
You stupid.
Well, he got hot, and then he cooled off.
No, he was playing terrible, dude. He was playing terrible.
Yeah, he was doing bad. But up until a couple days ago, he was leading the American League in RBIs.
Well, let's give some props to Vlad. I mean, wow.
I gotta go, Vlad.
It's in his blood. He was born to it. He should be this good.
Yeah.
All right, let's look on the National League. We'll just alternate in National League. At first base, is anybody jump out?
Alonso, obviously.
Are we gonna go Pete there? I mean, look, Pete missed time, and
I'm a homer.
He's got more home runs than Rizzo. He's got more RBIs than Rizzo. Is it? Is it here?
It should be Muncy, but
Is it Muncy?
I'm going with Pete because
I would never pick that Muncy guy.
Yep.
Man,
this is not a good year for first baseman. Christian
and the American National League.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Pete, in my opinion.
It's always going to be Pete.
I'm going Pete because the other guy is Rhys Hoskins. That's potential, and get out of here.
Oh.
Is that a person, Rhys Hoskins?
Forget
that. That's a douche. That's a douche.
No, it's a little piece of candy.
I thought it was a used douche.
It's a Reese Pieces.
That sat in the sun for a month.
Second base in the American League, you can't choose Altuve, the cheater. It's got to be Marcus Semien, who's a really good pickup by Toronto. 301.
I got to go with LeMahieu. He's having a great season.
What?
Semien. I'm going with Semien.
Oh, look at Jed with 27 RBIs. Jed Lowry, everybody.
Can you believe that?
Oh, boy. All right. Second base in the National League, you got It's not a lot of guys out here. I would go with Ryan McMahon, who we just saw with Colorado. Average is a little bit low, but he's playing ridiculous defense. 13 home runs and 32 RBIs. Any qualms about that?
No,
I can't really see the stats for anybody, but because I'm on my phone. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
but I'll go with
like
it. I'll go with you. Unless you pick a skanky, I pick out the Albies.
I would never do Albies.
At second, Albies in the National League. I think I see him there.
Let me look at it. Let's look at his. He's 250. He's 251, 9 home runs, 32 RBIs, and Josh. No,
and he's been in a slump though. He's been picking it up for the last 3 weeks. I know because he's on my fantasy team.
I was see we learned about all these guys that we would have no idea about. Josh Harrison. Who am I looking for?
I don't know.
McMahon is at 259, 13 home runs and 32 RBIs. Albies 251, 9 and 32.
Yeah, but is McMahon a real
OPS.
all-star? Is he going to be an all-star next year?
No, so give him a shot. Pull him in.
No, don't give him nothing.
I don't want to pick the Brave.
Oh, okay. Don't pick a Brave then.
Not on air.
See, it's really easy.
All right. American League third base.
Justin Turner's got 9 home runs. Loser.
Screw him. All right.
I don't know who that is. Never heard
Jose, exactly. Jose Ramirez, 258, 13 and 31.
Cleveland.
Donaldson is hitting 238. Anthony Rendon on my fantasy team is hitting 228. Like that. Kyle Seager batting 218. Gavin Biggio for the Blue Jays batting 205. Matt Chapman for the A's batting 205.
Look at that. It's garbage.
It's got to be Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez, yep.
It's the launch angle.
Or
it.
No, Devers. Look at Devers, 279, 14 and 43.
That's nice right there.
But Jose Ramirez is doing it on a team that's just half as good, if that. Team. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been a star for a minute too, Ramirez. So he deserves it.
He's on my fantasy team, so I'm going to vote for him.
I don't want to use him. Find somebody else.
Third base, JD Davis, 390. Let's do it.
Perfect.
No, we got Chris Bryant. It's got to be Chris Bryant. 317, 12 home runs, 36 RBIs.
It's pretty good.
Arenado's at 276, 11 home runs and 36 RBIs. Mr. Can't hit.
Oh,
away.
He's gonna have 20. He's gonna have 25 home runs at the end of the year, not the 40 that he usually hits.
Well, no, I mean at 50 games, he's still averaging to do over 30 home runs.
Oh, yeah, we're only 50
and over 100 RBIs. Yeah,
he's not doing that.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll be on there and not a watch. So Chris Bryant will do.
Let's do that. I didn't say anything bad about Chris Bryant.
No. No, he's been sizzling hot. Hot.
Arenado's going to hit a slump soon. He hasn't hit a slump yet.
No. His glove will never slump. All right, so let's look at shortstop. A little shortstop action. By the way, did you hear John Frank? Yes. We're doing it. Did you hear John Franco the other day when he was doing the game
on the YouTube broadcast?
Yeah, they asked him about.
It's a little rough.
He was very monotone. It seemed like he was not,
he's too New York.
Practice for it. But there was a base hit up the middle, or no, it was an out up the middle, and Franco was like, "That would have been a base hit for me." And he said, "Unless it was Ray Ordonez out there, he would have got it."
He said that.
I heard that. Yep.
He did, yeah. All right. For shortstop, Mondesi has only played a few games, so the 360 is kind of fake there. Xander Bogaerts at 312, 10 home runs and 33 RBIs.
That guy's solid, man.
Bogey, man.
He's solid. American League guy? I don't know.
Yep. 312, 10 and 33. Bo Bichette, son of Dante Bichette. 262, 11 and 34. Very close, but Xander Bogaerts got 50 points on him.
This, and nationally to me is
what?
Who?
It's a wrap. There's only one person you can pick.
There's only one person.
Here, on the American League?
In the National League.
Oh.
American too, for that matter. I think Bo Bichette or Xander, but I go with Xander. But National League,
Baez?
No, it's got to be Tatis.
No, it's got to be Tatis.
I think Tatis did Tatis get hurt again?
He did.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of his dreadlocks fell off, and he had a hissy fit, so they had to reattach it in medical surgery or something.
He
This
tripped
is
over his
Rodriguez
feet,
calling today's players soft. All right,
I changed the game for you, man.
Hey,
Nonsense.
and guess
Talk
what?
to
We
me.
ain't going back.
No, we ain't going. Yeah, keep going back. You're on the injury list every time anyway. What's the difference? You don't play.
I think we have a clear cut American League All Star catcher, and that's Salvador Perez at 280 and 12 and 36.
That's
So
solid.
we also
man.
have a clear cut in the National League.
We do have
He's
a
right
clear
on top
cut
of
in the
your
National League, and it makes zero sense to me. It is Buster Posey, found the fountain of youth, batting .315 with 10 home runs.
You know what's funny? I had on my fantasy team, Grandal got hurt or he was out. So
He's batting 160.
I need another catcher. Buster Posey was sitting out there. Boop, right off waivers.
Because nobody trusted him.
I plucked him right off waivers. And he's been killing it for me.
All right. For the sake of time, we'll skip over outfield for now because there's a lot of them. DH is only in one league. The one that we want, the one rule that we wanted. So is it JD Martinez at 322, 12, and 39 on my fantasy team? And thank you to the Red Sox for allowing him to play the outfield for a few games so he can have the outfield eligibility. I can move him around a little bit.
So this is turning into a fantasy show.
It's always connected. Shohei Ohtani at 263, 15 home runs, and 40 RBIs while pitching.
That dude is sick. He's the best player in baseball.
It's between Martinez and Ohtani. My vote's with Ohtani.
Ohtani's the best player in baseball. Period. The best baseball player in the league.
How
Frank
is that?
said Cano can DH.
Don't you know?
Oh, did you see the picture that he posted?
Oh,
You follow just of him. He's got his hat on backwards. The camera's on the back of his head, and he's talking about being focused and ready to go, or something like that.
So he's drug free now.
I hope not. I want him to get bagged again.
Well, if the DH comes along next year, we could put him at DH if he's going to hit 320 and hit 20 home runs. But he's going to have to be
Did you find it
up again?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this, but he's got the steroid back pimples going on.
Oh my god! Yeah, see, and it says Cano on there, and so he's getting ready.
Get ready for what?
I don't know. Why don't say Mets on there?
Everyone has forgotten about him. He's forgotten. He's gonna come back and cause a stir. You know, of course, a mess. Get himself traded and be done with. Get him a couple of pitching guys.
We're gonna end up paying half a salary.
What's up, Boogie?
Boogie.
Trade him back to the Mets.
Oogie Monster.
Trade him back to the Yankees.
Trade him somewhere.
Whatever. Or let him DH. If you're paying him, let him play. If he's just DHing,
he's got to earn it, right? Because he's got
to earn the money.
I mean, next year if you bring the DH back, I mean that would be a perfect scenario this year if everybody was healthy, and even if we had the DH this year, we'd have a full lineup. So
I personally think he's a liability in the field. And I think
that's why we're talking DH. Yeah,
I don't think he's a liability per se. I'm just saying that he doesn't have to be on the field, and he can be a more productive player and earn the money.
Maybe liability is rough, but compared to how we've been playing defense, in contrast, he's a liability. And at DH, we have better options. You got Pete, you got Dom, you got. I mean,
JD.
if we have
Pete plays every day. Dom plays every day. This guy can DH and he doesn't have to DH every day, but he has to DH at least 4 games a week. Let the other guys get a break every once in a while to DH.
But would you take DH time away from JD Davis to give to Cano?
Why? He's at third. JD Davis is your third baseman.
We don't like him at third, I thought.
No.
I don't.
He's your third baseman. He's not the best defensive player, but his offense will make up for his defense. He'll be average, okay, and an average third baseman with a 320 home run pop, 80 to 90 RBIs. That's what I think JD Davis can do consistently. So he's going to be that guy. And you got Villar, you got Guillorme to spell him in the late innings if you want, keep him fresh. But there's plenty of. Rojas has shown that he can move guys around, and he does like to move guys around. He likes to bring in different lineups and give guys playing time. That's how you keep them fresh. So I think if he does that, we'll be good, man.
The book of Terry
Not
Collins.
that I want him to be on the team. Don't mind you. I'm
No.
set against him coming back. However, if he comes back, you got to deal with the situation.
And he's well, unless this owner's like, I don't know, that's pennies for me to just buy out your contract and we'll pay you for the next 45 years.
What the hell is Frank talking about?
You've seen
He'll
this
be the
year.
new Bonilla Day. Which with the T-shirt?
The quinoa has more pimples on his back. What?
I think that's Cano. He's probably auto-corrected. Cano has more pimples on his back than my ex-wife had on her face.
Oh, man, it's terrible.
Yes, Tercio. Yes.
I'll wait for the Tercio ex-wife joke. Thanks, Tercio. Appreciate it.
All right, so let's talk about the Padres series just real quick, and we'll get some predictions out. But right now you have in the National League East, the Mets are 27-20, 4 games up on the Braves. In the National League West, the Padres are 34-23, a game out of not the Dodgers, but the Giants.
The G-Man.
That's easily turned into a 3-horse race in the West with San Francisco, San Diego, and the Dodgers.
It's early still. Let's see who can do the marathon.
Oh, yeah, out of those 3, yeah.
Let's see who can go.
I don't know about San Francisco. Honestly, I do think San Diego and the Dodgers will be there. Colorado's already eliminated from playoffs, I think.
One thing
Arizona
about San Francisco, I saw Glausman pitch. Kevin Glausman, the guy on the Giants, he's filthy, man. He's nasty. 97. The curveball is killer.
And Longoria
again.
Longoria has found is it just that it was a shortened year last year, and all these guys are fountain their fountain of youth. Longoria and on the same team, Longoria and Posey.
I know. You believe that? I mean, they've always been good players, so I'm happy for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, they've been upper echelon.
I would love to see the Dodgers not make the playoffs, even though that won't happen, but it would be hysterical.
It could happen, dude, but it won't.
I feel like I just want them to be there so we can beat them.
Again, dude, that would hurt their feelings.
Who would you rather play in the playoffs, the Padres or the Dodgers?
The Dodgers.
I'd rather play the Dodgers. This starting
Padres
lineup,
are nasty and young.
This starting lineup that's coming at us right now, dude, it's gonna be sick. Farace.
I'm just grateful Tatis is hurt.
It's gonna be nice.
As mean as that sounds.
I'm with you 100%.
Wait, but the kid could be hurt, and then watch him. The San Diego hasn't announced their lineup yet.
Listen, I'm worried about what they got. I'm worried about what we have. Our guys have to play better. They have to, they have to play up to San Diego Padre level. That's a solid team, man. We could come out. We could lose all 4 games from these guys. Easy.
Oh, hush!
Do you remember a series, not last year, the year before, where we had started playing better, and then we lost 3 out of 4 to the Dodgers in Dodger Stadium. But no. That was the start of something. We played so well, even though we lost 3 out of 4, that built our confidence, and then we wound up winning. What was it? 19 out of whatever games.
What was the end result?
26, I think it was. Yep.
The end result was we missed the playoffs. No, because Rodriguez, that rant that you went on. That's what happens. You get so far behind, and you got to play catch up, and you got to win all these games. Remember your rant? 100% right. Hopefully this year we're doing it. Doing it straight through. But for tonight, Lindor has a 571 batting average against Darvish. McCann hits 429 against Darvish, and that's about it.
That's when he was a Cub.
Yep.
Not now.
Yep.
Darvish is a little different now.
Well, didn't he finish 3rd in Cy Young? I know he played for Texas also.
Yeah, I'm thinking McCann's stats come from Texas and Lindor. But we'll
probably when they won the American League, I would think. Yeah.
Well, no, remember McCann was with the White Sox, so they played each other six times a year also.
American League bastard.
The Cubs and stuff. All right, so you got Taijuan Walker and Yu Darvish tonight.
Yeah, I won.
Yai. Well, I pronounced
Juan.
his name wrong. I said Taiwan.
Every time you say Taiwan, I don't know why.
I don't know what it is. All right, tomorrow's
You're
TBD
crazy.
for us. I'm not sure, what they're gonna decide to do
I
there.
hope it's not Lucchesi.
It's although last game out, maybe it's an opener and it's one
Listen.
time through the lineup. But this,
He only has to do one thing: is to stay low. That's all.
he's
he
gonna
has
mow
to
him
do.
down. This is a revenge game for trading him. He's gonna mow him down. He's gonna go 7 strong.
Oh my god!
All right, Snell goes tomorrow. Snell is 1-2, a 5.55 ERA.
Very nice.
Who's the one that wanted him so badly?
Me.
He's a good pitcher.
I'm kidding.
Listen,
I'm
don't
kidding.
talk
He's a good
smack.
pitcher. No,
Wait
he's
till
good.
he plays us.
Yeah, he had that really good 1 year. He's a great pitcher.
Keep saying
On
that.
Saturday, I'm just messing with Keith. Saturday, Saigram against Musgrove, who's 4-4, 2.08
Musgrove
ERA.
is nasty. Jesus Christ.
And then Sunday, it's Stroman against Paddock. Whatever you want to call him. Paddock. However you want to call, whatever you want to emphasize. So we'll get our predictions up and running before game time. Mindy, TBD, and undecided, same. They just don't know who's pitching yet.
John Neese. What if they bring Mark Big Sexy back to be just a spot
48.
starter? He's pitching in the Mexican League.
All he's got to do is go one time through the order. We
They
got
have to
him
get-
and Luke Case.
They have to get him
Lucchesi.
quick because if he starts eating all those tacos, man, we'll lose him.
If the Mets want to play the Dodgers, how many games would you give Jacob deGrom? In a 7-game series? Depending on
Minimum.
off days, he can go 3
Minimum.
times. But that
Minimum
first...
of 2.
3 is rough because we want to make sure he's ready for the next series too. You might burn him out at 3, depending. I mean, if there's enough rest days and it's a rubber game for the series. But I
Your
prefer
rubber
to see
game.
2. I like your rubber game.
All right. Oh.
So gross.
He started it.
Terzio, you're absolutely right. If you go to a Miami Marlins game, you'll be the only guy sitting out there in whatever section you're in, and you'll be outnumbered by hot dog vendors. Absolutely. I mean, they weren't able to fill their COVID capacity crowd.
Just don't put me there if the Marlins happen to be throwing a no-hitter.
No, definitely put him in there. Just throw him in there. Do it. All right. We will get this bad boy wrapped up a little bit here.
Where's our predictions?
We're gonna do that after the show. We're gonna post them up.
Oh, we're not doing it live. Cool.
I said that 2.5 minutes ago.
I must not have been paying attention to you.
2 minutes and 30 seconds. 30. All right.
2 minutes and 30 seconds ago.
Terzio.
You're like my ex-wife. Complain a lot.
Like Terzio. I asked Terzio to vote to something about voting in a poll in the group, and he said it won't let me. And I'm like, you're not in the group. How is that even possible? You watch every single show. We know your ex-wife personally at this point, and
Pretty much.
how could you not be there? And now he's in there now. Terzio predicts a split in San Diego.
From your lips to God's ears, Frank.
I'll be very happy with that.
Yes. Oh, Mindy's going to Citi Field June 12th and 13th.
Go get him, Mindy.
Thank you.
Go out there and root our boys on.
Nice.
So
nice.
that's actually with a larger capacity, Mindy, that we were talking about earlier. It's going to be up to just about 34,000 people.
Bring your
I'm
pants
gonna
and
be out there.
spoons and make noise like New Year's
Oh, yeah.
Eve.
When are you going to be out there? Oh, he didn't want to tell me.
Don't
He's
dare
like,
us.
Well, we'll talk comments. My wife has your ex-wife, I hope, Terzio, has a nasty change-up. Yep. Hilda, we appreciate you watching. We'll be back. Let's look at the schedule real quick.
Have a great night, Hilda.
Let's determine when our next show is going to be. And we'll surprise Rodriguez. Surprise him later. There he is. Hello.
Hello, ball.
I predict Thursday the 10th.
Thursday the 10th looks like our next show. It's an off day before yet another series against the Pods.
Oh,
When
I'll
do you-
be-
okay,
I'll
that's
be up
when?
there from June 16th through the 22nd. So I may try to go to the 21st game at home.
Oh, that's a doubleheader.
The 21st. Is it a doubleheader Monday?
Yep.
Against who? The
Against
Nats?
the Braves. Against the Braves.
Against the Braves? Oh.
That's that. Holy shit! That's that. 8 games in 1, 2, 3, 4 in 5 days. 4 against the Braves, 4 against the Nationals, and then after that we have a 4-game series against the Phillies.
That's gonna be
we
crazy.
can separate, baby.
Yeah, that's a very positive way of looking at it. I'm proud of you.
We might have JD back.
Might have JD back. We'll have Guillorme back. Loogie's back. Pete's back.
Yeah.
Villar's back. We're good and healthy.
We're getting better. We're getting better.
We still need. I want to see Squirrel come back, but yeah,
Squirrel.
We need some Squirrel, and Carrasco's got to come back, man. He's huge.
Man. I don't know what's
if
going
he
on
comes
with
back strong, they saw him pitching, throwing in the outfield the other day.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
So you might have three major pieces to this puzzle right around July 1st.
Yeah, and Carrasco's taking away a lot of those TBDs.
Let me tell you.
Please fill the TBDs in. Thank you.
He sure will. If he comes back like he did in the American League, he's going to be nasty in the National. He's going to be nice.
So, Rodriguez, you got a few options. You got the Cubs and you got the Braves. So, can't go wrong with either one of those. Yeah, because you said the 15th you get there?
The 16th.
16th. So, the 16th and the 17th, they play the Cubs.
Yeah,
and then they play the... Is that D-Day?
The only day I can go is the 21st.
All right, so it's a single admission doubleheader. So you get 2 games for the price of one.
I thought you guys were going to be up there.
No, not around that time.
I'm not going up there.
I think Joe mentioned that. Where's he? Are we paying him too much? He's on vacation all the time. No? All right.
Hey, listen, from this not job, he's making a hell of a lot of money.
Yes. All right, let's go. By the way, I don't know if you guys watched the Kyle and Jader show last night, but Kyle made an announcement. He's moving to New York, baby. He's going to live his dream. He's going to live in Astoria.
Isn't that the Dodgers guy?
That's the Dodgers guy.
He's going to my close. Well, I used to hang out a lot in Astoria when they were in Astoria.
Yeah. I told him all about. I lived in Astoria for a year, and I told him all about Steinway Street and all these little. And Timmy's already like, I'm going to take you to see all the mob spots and all the famous places in New York. And then he's gonna roommate with Gia, who's also a part of Pop Culture Pros, and she's gonna show him all the nice places in New York.
Which ones they're on? You're talking
all
about
right,
New York.
Let's close this bad boy out. I just wanted to make mention of.
This is the corner where all the bums piss.
Huh?
Which one?
This is the corner where all the bums piss. This is the corner where all the bums shit.
Yeah.
This is the corner where you can buy crack.
And this is the corner you avoid.
This is the block you should not walk down.
Well, look, I just told them that, you can walk down Steinway and you can, every restaurant's a different country. Colombia, Venezuela, Italian, this, that, Greek.
And you get
everything.
smacked in the face everywhere you turn, too.
They'll be fine. I know a couple of places, people out there that own bars and restaurants. I can give them some tips, too.
Yeah, a couple 2-3. All right, let's go round robin here and close this bad boy out. Keith, any closing remarks that may or may not include a Fwakata?
Fwakata Padres. Sorry, had to include it. Padres, Fwakata. Your whole team. I hope you're Fwakata'd. I hope you're full of injuries that last 4 days, but nothing permanent because I don't want to wish it on anybody, considering we know how that is. But 4-day injuries for the whole team. Fwakata. Let's go Mets. I'd love to see Taiwan come up big tonight. It is a big series because we are still a little bit back on our heels in terms of our injuries, and playing a really serious contender. Really curious to see how we stand up. Let's go Mets.
Yeah, I'm really thinking that Taiwan or Yaiwan, whichever guy you want to show up tonight as, the best pitcher should win. You need to come in and play your game, man. Keep strong, keep that ball down low, keep that slider outside. Just make them look crazy foolish with your just basic pitching motion from 95 to 88. Just keep it up. Hopefully we pull 2 out of 2 from these guys, and I'll be very happy. At least play competitively. Don't look like a crap team. Let's go Mets. Let's go Pete Alonso. Hit 3 home runs tomorrow. I need the stats.
Oh, make sure to take him out of your fantasy lineup tonight. I refreshed Twitter to see if there's any more Mets news. And at the top of my feed, I got to call him out on this because this was a rough one. So producer Joe tweeted out 19 minutes ago a picture of a hammer with the caption, "This is not a drill."
Producer Joe's been drinking a lot. He's on vacation.
Is that another Dom joke?
I mean,
What's going on?
That's the only real answer.
Oh, boy.
There's another
Thank you,
Dom
producer
joke.
Joe, for the laugh. It might be a dumb joke. Terzio with a prediction for tonight. I have a feeling Pete Alonso is going to get a hit to win the game off the bench. I like it.
There you go, Terzio.
All right, that'll do it for us this week. I feel like I forgot something, and I did real quick. Let's get to it. Sterling's Paradise, located in Margate. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Daily lunch specials, located at 360 State Road 7 in Margate. Terzio, you better go and visit them and have some delicious food. And tell them that the Put It in the Book show sent you. 360 State Road 7 in Margate, 754-971-8955.
Yep.
754-971-8955. And I know that you're great with technology, Terzio, but if you need me to send that address to you, let me know and I'll hook you up. Outside of that, have a great week, everybody. Until next week, do your due diligence out there. Stay safe, and let's go Mets. And we'll talk to you guys. We said next Thursday, right? Next Thursday. Peace out, everybody.
Later.